Hello everybody, this is Andreas Nest, business coach. So today I'm talking to Sandra Jones, and she offers affordable business solutions via her Stage 2 business center. So I just wanted to understand a bit more about this. What are affordable business solutions? So thanks for seeing me, Sandra. Much appreciated.
And it's lovely to see you, Andreas. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome. You've got a great place here, and I just wanted to understand more about it. What do you actually do? What are affordable business solutions?
Well, our affordable business solutions are Stage 2 business centres, which offers office rental to start with. We got into that by default a little bit. We owned a building which we needed to change direction. So we decided to open up a business centre offering office rental.
And what was it before, when you say changing directions?
Before, we used to be in a company called RET, supplying items to the catering industry, every conceivable product. So if you opened a venue and you needed chairs, coffee cups, glasses, what to do, where to buy food from, although we didn't do food, then we would recommend or supply the goods.
I see. And so as you then changed direction because you wanted to change the business? Or?
No, we changed direction due to my husband's ill health.
I see.
Unfortunately, but we owned the building, so therefore we had to do something with it. So we decided to rent offices. Our first client, in fact, was British Gas, or Centrica, as they're called now. So we did that. That seemed to go very well. We've been in the service industry of supplying equipment, so we became a service industry supplying offices, keeping them neat, tidy, a 24-hour service to clients.
But you still have some business within the catering industry as well.
I do. With that, because I have a vast knowledge that can have so much information in there, where people can go and buy goods from and so forth. So now people pay me for my time to go and tell them how to buy, where to buy from, or indeed we actually buy it for them on their behalf. And we do front of service training on how to carry a plate.
So you said you have Italian origins.
Yes.
That's how you started off. Your parents had a restaurant?
I had the first Italian restaurant in Portsmouth called La Luna del Rastrello.
Oh, very nice.
Which is where I learnt my craft at the age of 11 years old.
Okay. But then you told me that you didn't want to stay in your parents' business.
Absolutely not. It becomes, when you work for your family, especially when you come to this country, you discover that young people have a bit more of a life than working all the time for their parents.
I see. So you broke with the Italian tradition of working in your parents' business, and
much to my parents' annoyance, shall I say.
So you left your parents' business, and then what was next for you?
Next for me, I needed money, so therefore I got any job I could, and one of those was in a factory, in a canteen, whereby I learnt how to serve people their mashed potato and peas. I hated it. Having said that, I was picked up very quickly by the directors, who knew I could serve restaurant style and do flambe work, the good old-fashioned style of service, silver service. Decided that wasn't for me, so I left there and learnt my craft in the catering trade of how to plan a commercial kitchen.
And that was also a sales role, yeah?
That was also a sales role. I became one of the top reps within a company called Sound Diffusion Group that they invented the alarms and the radios for hotels and bedrooms. Worked for them for 4 or 5 years, and then decided to open up my own business in the supply industry.
Catering supply.
Catering supplies.
So that's how it all started, yeah?
That's how it all started.
How many years ago was that?
That now is about 30 years ago now.
30 years, wow, okay.
So I did that for 24 years, 25 years.
I see. And what were some of the biggest challenges on the way for you?
The challenges was, at the time, I think, was money. Learning to say no to a client, and learning to say no to giving people credit. Okay.
So when we go back to no to them, or the difficulty was money, what was it, cash flow or? Cash
flow, because you have to buy goods to supply goods, and invariably if you don't have an account with that supplier, you've got to have credit worthiness. So for 6 months you are paying for the goods prior to you being paid. Up until a few years ago, it used to be a very credit industry. People didn't want to pay till they got the goods, and then wanted a month or 2 months, or sometimes even 3 months to pay their bill.
Jesus, that's a big payment,
isn't it?
It's
a big payment side, and we grew as a RET. We carried over £1 million worth of stock. and it's got to be paid for somehow.
Yeah.
But we got over it. We became very successful.
How did you come over that then? How did you change the catering?
We just worked through it. We got more and more clients. We tried very hard to be quicker at picking up our account clients, quicker at getting them to pay their bills, knocking on the door, unfortunately.
And saying, where's my money?
But basically, or working with them. If you learn to, most of our clients we used to call them friends, not clients, albeit they were clients.
Right.
But albeit now we've changed sphere, we've now got a lot of friends in the catering trade, which is lovely to have.
Right.
But we did have to push it a little bit to say, look, with respect, we need to be paid.
Yeah. And the other challenge you said was saying no to people?
Saying no to people in business, it's very hard. You see an order sitting there and you always say yes to it. And unfortunately, sometimes you have to weigh it up. Are you making enough profit out of it? You need profit. You've got to pay yourself. You've got to eat. You've got to live. You pay bills. So therefore, you have to learn, unfortunately, sometimes to say no.
No, when you couldn't see that they were able to afford what you actually wanted to do.
Or perhaps you knew that the client wasn't just money. If the client was going to become hard work. Hard work in the sense that you would always be at their beck and call. Yeah,
always struggling to
struggling
to get your money back out of them.
To get the money back, or to get the order, or perhaps somebody would think that £2 of an order was worth you delivering it.
I see.
When you're actually not making anything at all.
So you became quite selective about your who you were dealing with.
Selective to a degree.
Did you have a method there, or was it just based on pure feeling
and generally from feeling, from gut feeling. We dealt with some large companies. One I will mention, we don't deal with them anymore, but Richard Branson had a couple of event companies. We learnt very quickly to say, bring a cheque, please. But then we dealt with Butlins and they were on 90 days. But we knew once we got over the hurdle of 90 days that we would get our money.
So then the third challenge was, you said something about the lines of credit, and giving people credit. And so what was the third challenge again that you were facing?
The third challenge is that sometimes people just take you, I'm going to use the word the mickey of you. In other words, they place an order with you because they're on stock with another supplier.
I see.
But you have to learn to do that. You have to control your staff. And when I say control, when you're doing a van sales delivery service, on that side, you have to learn to make sure that the drivers are getting there.
And cash on delivery and all that.
Cash on delivery, put trackers on the van to make sure that the van driver is doing the job correctly. Make sure the handwritten invoice is done correctly. And not falsified, should we say.
Not missing a few items.
There are tricks, unfortunately, in every trade, and you have to learn. You have to trust your staff or trust your client. But sometimes what you consider is worth a lot of money to you, to somebody else, it's just a perk of the trade.
So they think they take advantage.
They can take advantage.
So did you have then a special way of hiring the right people? Because that's quite a trustworthy job, isn't it?
It is a trustworthy job where you have to go by your instinct, unfortunately. The person that you think is the best person in the world is not, unfortunately. And it's always the ones that are closer to you that sometimes are the ones that stitch you up.
And I guess you learned that the hard way.
We did learn it the hard way. That's business. You do learn it the hard way. I would recommend to anyone that one of their staff members doesn't particularly want to take all their holidays. Why don't they? Is it because they love you so much? Not always the case.
No. I understand. So when it says affordable business solutions, so you've got the the serviced offices.
Yes.
You've got your catering consultancy.
Yes, we do.
Is there anything else that you offer?
We also offer virtual offices, which there's an awful lot of businesses now that work from home. However, that's very good and very commendable. However, it doesn't separate your personal life from your private life, or not your life so much, but your information. If you have a virtual office, it means to say you have a mail forwarding service, you have a registered business address away from your home, and if somebody calls, then you can call it your business and you are registered at Stage 2 business centres. It works very well.
Okay.
and it's a nominal cost.
I
It
see.
does separate private business from personal business.
Yeah. And then you mentioned earlier to me that it's also an email service you're offering
Yes,
somebody?
we offer an email marketing service.
Email
Now,
marketing.
in this day and age, it's a very fine line drawn. We introduce companies out there.
Mm-hmm.
You are allowed in law to introduce your company out there
Yeah.
about your wares, but you're not allowed to sell it to them unless
Mhm.
somebody has agreed to accept that information.
Right.
But you can introduce yourself.
Yeah.
We have a database now of over 6,000 people on our ordinary database. We have 6,400 people on our LinkedIn site,
Right.
all of which have opted in to accept information about other people, other businesses. We have a collaboration going on with another company for photography,
Mm-hmm.
whereby Penny Pilmer, her name is, Japix Photography, that she would do the photographs to suit the business,
Yeah.
and we would promote that and have a different program every month for 6 months.
Yeah. And how does that all evolve? That you just thought, oh, this is a good fit to what we do already, we could add that to it, or somebody asked you to do it from your client list? Or?
To me, it follows on. People, there's an awful lot of people that in business that are very busy within their business. They go networking perhaps, and they meet 4 or 5 people that they have synergy with, but we can get the word out about them. We can get the word about their event, their offering, their services, where they are, and just promote them wholeheartedly,
Okay.
which is a little bit more than networking. So it's
Okay.
no more than the price of a cup of coffee per day.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there anything else that you then offer from your portfolio?
Yes, we also offer two other items. Coal mining service. So perhaps if you went on a holiday, Andreas, and you went away for
Yeah.
a couple of weeks and you don't particularly want to answer your phone, you transfer your calls to us, and we
Right.
work on behalf of you. As indeed our email marketing services, we work as you.
Okay.
We don't work as ourselves.
You interface as
Exactly. We work as you.
the company you represent.
Yes, so we can take your calls for you, take
Yeah.
the information, what the client requires, who they
Yeah.
are,
Okay.
and deal with it accordingly. And we also do a mail forwarding service. If you move house or move home or you go abroad, we can mail forward your product to you. Indeed, there's a networking area that we go to called Business Builders that we
Yeah.
go to. The founder of that
Yeah.
has now moved to Spain,
Yeah.
and we actually send his post out for him.
So that's quite interesting what you've evolved around, kind
Yeah.
of your basic offering.
We like to think it complements
It complements each other.
the whole service.
The
Yes.
whole service, yeah. And so, if you look back over your long career, is there anything that you're really, really proud of that you've achieved in business?
Keeping sane. A lot will say I'm not. But no, I think we've accrued a lot of knowledge. I think there's that old adage, isn't there? If I knew now, and I was a lot younger, perhaps I might have changed a few things. But unless you learn, you just don't know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no, I'm proud of everything we've achieved, the good things and the bad things.
Okay. And is there anything that you want to share with the viewers in terms of any special events you're doing, any special offers you have at the moment? Anything like that?
We obviously, with the email marketing side, we'd love to speak to anyone out there that wants to get their own word out there. We have offers out there that in the collaboration with photographs, so from £100 a month plus VAT, unfortunately, that goes to the government, not in our pockets, but from £100 a month with collaboration with Penny, who charges £250 a month, we can cut that cost by another 10% down to give people the opportunity of getting their own companies out there, their own word out there about them, and we would love to talk to those sort of people.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Big or small.
Big or small, okay?
Absolutely.
Sandra,
Andreas,
it's
thank
been a
you.
pleasure talking to
And
you.
you.
Thank you for
Thanks
your
for your
time.
time.
Yeah. And for you guys out there, again, some really good lessons from Sandra there. So once you've got a business established and you might have to change turn, look at other opportunities for you that might fit to your business. And so then you add to that and really creating a great service offer, not just one item, but multiple.
Think out the box.
Think outside of the box. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Till next time.